Hi everyone, this is Daria from meshbuddyAddicts.com, and today I'm doing a quick vlog for you as promised on some new software that's been released to make your own mesh head. Now it's not a tutorial video, it's more of a look at the software, what it's capable of and what you can do. There are a lot of tutorial videos available from the creator of the software, so I recommend you follow those if you've bought the software and you're trying to make your own head. So first things first, what is the software? The software is Yabusaka Mesh Head Studio. It is essentially a program designed to use sliders to help you create your own mesh head. It is very simple to use, which is a feature that I really like about it. It does cost around 10,000 linden to buy, but keep in mind that the software is designed not only for personal users, but obviously for those that wish to resell, because it's giving you a DAW file, which is a mesh file that can be passed around to other people, or can be sold. So it is going to be expensive no matter what you do, from ordinary standards, but for what the software offers, I think it's a very reasonable price. So that's that. You're also more than likely, if you're dead set on making your own mesh head and you want to be able to use Omega appliers, you can with this software. You will, however, need to purchase an Omega kit. This is the Meshmaker Dev Kit. It's at around 1,000 linden. It's not designed for those that wish to make mesh heads and sell them though. So be careful, because this is no mod, no trans. Basically, what it does is gives you a listener script so that you can put it in your head and it can understand the Omega scripts that you use. So for example, you could put it into the mesh head once you've created it and apply Omega skins or makeup, and the listener script enables your mesh head to understand the appliers that you're using. So it's very handy, but yes, just remember that it is for you only. If you're making mesh heads and you plan to resell them, you'll need to talk to Omega about that. Okay, so those are the two things that you will need. So upfront cost, I would say, to be able to effectively use this system would be, 11,000 basically. Well worth it though if you're looking for a custom mesh head. So it's all about adding up what it's worth to you. So let's take a quick look at what the software itself looks like. When you first open the software, this is what you'll see. You've got your basic, or what looks to be quite similar to a basic SL mesh head. It's not exactly, however. It is SLUV. You may or may not know what that is, but that is the map that SL skin creators use to know where to paint eyebrows, where to paint lips, etc., etc. Because it uses SLUV, that's why it's compatible with Omega. So you can start making your own mesh head really quite simply by starting to play with the various sliders, deciding where you want your eyebrows. The sliders are quite familiar to what you would have seen in the SL appearance sliders, but they aren't exactly. By that I mean there are additional sliders to give you extra options. So we have upper lip shape, for example, if you want a pouty look, wider stretched lips, really giving you something that will take into account, I suppose, the extra benefits that mesh gives you. Now when you do use the software, you can see in here that there is a default skin that's applied to the mesh. You are able to get that skin and download it from their website, which is also where you can see all of their tutorials. So there's one here for neck seam, for example. You can go to download. You can have a look at and download all of the textures here. And when you open it, it will look something like this. Again, for creators, this will be something you're familiar with. For others, it might not be. This program is GIMP. It's a free program that I use for photo editing. And in here, there are a lot of options that you can turn on and off to give different features, but I'm not a skin creator, so I'm not even going to try and make this look pretty. That's just not going to happen. So I'll just go back to creating my mesh head. There is a random option which can be really fun, and there's an extreme random option which can be even more fun. Damn, that's sexy. Okay. Oh, I am getting sexier every click. Wow. Oh, there you go. It's almost addictive clicking this because I just want to see how much more crazy I can possibly get. So, sorry. Okay, so I'm just going to reset it and do a mild one. So let's say I've toyed around with all these options and I've settled on this being my new mesh head. I can then export to Collada. Again, Collada is a file that SL understands as being a mesh file, so I'll just call it my awesome head. Not as awesome as it could be, that's for sure. So I'm going to save it as that anyway. And then of course, once it's saved, we can upload it to SL. Now, one thing to be mindful of if you've never uploaded anything to SL before is that it will require you to do an IP quiz. The quiz isn't hard, it's just some multiple choice questions to make sure you understand how to observe intellectual property rights. So if you see that come up when you go to upload, then just click the link and it will take you through. So in the meantime, I have now uploaded the 3 mesh models that form my awesome head. And we can res them out here to take a look. So we have my head itself, we have the lashes, and we also have a head shape, which the additional head shape is going to be the makeup layer. So if you try and work it out, you'll find that one goes over the other. You don't need to res these out. I'm just resing them out to show you. So that you can see what's happening. Now, unless you have the Omega kit and you're installing the Omega kit, you'll essentially just be editing to attach your texture or your face texture to this. You won't be doing anything else with it really. So you'll be adding your textures for your face, for your lashes, and if you've made some makeup layers to go on here as well. If you're using Omega, so if you've purchased the Omega kit, then you'll more than likely need to drop the listener into each of the 3. So the makeup layer, the head, and the lashes, not the rug, so that they all then start to listen to Omega channels. And that is basically it. So I know what we've ended up with here probably doesn't look too mesh heady to you, but yes, that's what amazing mesh looks like when you first upload it. It is white. So I can now technically stop myself and take off my mesh head. I'm wearing the brand new one from Katwa, Anna Grey. So I'll take Anna off. Poor Anna. I'll leave the HUD on because that doesn't really matter. And I'll show you what it looks like on. So if we simply just add the mesh head, it is of course just white. That's just default SL's mesh. But what I've also done in the meantime is just uploaded the extremely balked version I made of the default skin that the program comes with, complete with 2 different eyebrows. So look out, Fancy Town. If I take that one off and then I'll just put another one back on, there we go. So that is what the outcome looks like. Wow, I've done a special job with those eyebrows. Obviously with someone who actually knows how to make skin, and if that's you or if you're using Omega to apply a better skin, then you're probably going to have a bit more luck than and a completely different look to what I've got here, but this is roughly what you end up with. So final questions for this one, I suppose, are going to be, can you make it animate? No, is the short answer. I will be curious to see if Bento will offer this option. If the creator does make a Bento compatible software kit, there is potential for it, because as we know, Bento will be using bones within the head to animate it. And so it could potentially happen that if these mesh heads can be uploaded, weighted and fitted to those bones, that you could use, say, a normal animation kit to animate just about any mesh head. So there is potential for it. And I'll be really, really keen to see what you guys think of this type of software. Do you think you would use it? Do you not think you would use it? Is it worth it to have your own mesh head? What do you think? Check it out, and if there is a demo you can grab of their head as well, to see ultimately what it looks like, but this is essentially it. There is, I can see here, a little bit of a gap in the neck, which I know is going to annoy me personally. So I would personally adjust the neck within the software to make it a bit smaller and fit a bit better. There is also a neck blend that you can create, and again, you can create that using GIMP or other software. She has them to download on the website, or if you're using Omega, then you can upload a blank one, and with any luck it will match a lot better than, well, I'm wearing a completely irrelevant skin to this anyway, so it shouldn't matter. Anyway, I hope that answered some questions for you, and if you do have any questions about the software that I can help with, feel free to ask, but I'm guessing that questions will mostly be technical, so refer to the owner of the software, and to the demo and to her website as well, which is a great resource. She has lots of videos that you can watch. The website, which you can barely kind of see, there you go, is there. I'll put it in the blog post as well. But yeah, I'll be keen to see what you guys think. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.